Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are now live. Welcome to our Crypto-Ology with Wallstreet. We will be getting started in exactly 1 minute. Go ahead, come on in. You guys say hello. Let us know where you're tuning in from. That would be awesome. If you are watching this program on a replay, let us know that as well. Okay? Just put replay in the comments. We love to know when people are coming later or watching it for the second time or the third time. Sometimes you have to come back and get those nuggets again. And you're saying, Wallstreet said something about that crypto. I need to go back and watch it again and hear what he said. All right. Welcome, Heather. I see you coming in from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. All righty. Everyone's coming in now. The numbers are growing. That's awesome. We are live, you guys, on our Facebook fan page. That is a public page. If you would like to share this broadcast, go and share it from the Facebook page, okay? For those of our members that are tuning in inside of our Facebook group, that is a private group. So you're not able to share from there, but you are able to run on over to the page and share it to your page, okay? All right. Welcome, Wendla. Jeannie Moore. Welcome. Geneva. Miss Janice King. Welcome, guys. All right. I'm going to go ahead and play our song while you guys share, and let's get some more people on here, okay? Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. Ask MLS system to get in on this. Send money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Here to raise our financial wisdom. Spreading like a wildfire all over the world. Don't get left out, learn what it's all about. From just pennies to thousands of dollars, Bitcoin grew a worldwide currency. Only if you knew well, MLS system is making it happen. Open your account and get tapped in. Digital currency is an emerging technology, a way to up your financial psychology. It's money you can spend, let it grow exponentially before you dip in. It's called cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. Just make sure you get in on this. Send the money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Here to raise our financial wisdom. Countries around the world are jumping in, creating ways to ride the trend. Businesses lining up to accept Bitcoin. Soon every store will join. Call MLS system to get your coins. Get in the mix, learn the tricks. Bitcoins are facing a dark 2001. Call MLS system to have some fun. Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. All right. That is our phenomenal song. Love that song. I see we have people tuning in from Delaware, Malaysia. Oh, awesome. All over the country here. Spokane, Washington, Atlanta, of course. Welcome, you guys. I want to welcome you to our Crypto-Ology with Wallstreet. Okay, this is our broadcast that we hold every first first Saturday of the month, okay? Not every Saturday, at 12 noon Eastern time. Our topic for today is back to the basics, okay? That's our topic for today. So before I go ahead and turn it over to Mr. Wallstreet, I just want to tell you guys a little bit about him. His name is actually Darry Perkinson. We call him Wallstreet. He is our founder and visionary of the MLS Bitcoin Club, okay? He's a computer programmer and a master trader. If you don't know what master trader means, that means that he trades on several platforms, not just crypto, not just Forex, not just futures. He trades on all types of programs, okay? He is a retired military from the United States Army. He served as a drill sergeant, guys, and he retired as a master sergeant. Now, I like to tell everybody these things because when you get to meet him, you get to experience all of those different types of personalities all wrapped into one, right? He's a very humble gentleman that grew up in the ghetto, right? He grew up on welfare, and he will tell you that he went from welfare to millionaire, and he came back to get us. That's one of his sayings, and we love hearing that. If you walk with me, I will make you a millionaire. That's another one of his sayings. So guys, continue to tune in, continue to watch these broadcasts. You will gain something from every single one of them. So we want you to walk with us, not run ahead, not do cartwheels, just walk with us, okay? Walk with him and he'll make you a millionaire. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our presenter, Mr. Wallstreet. Are you there, sir?
I am. Hey guys, how you doing? Appreciate you, Miss Pam, for hanging out with me. Let's make this thing happen. And for all the folks that's visiting us right now live, we are live, and we're on Facebook and YouTube. So if you guys are out there, that's awesome. I want to start off with this. If anybody doing our broadcast, whether now or in the future, are telling you to send money, to send Bitcoin, and we will double it, that is a scam. So please do not do it. We do not do that. That's a lot of things going on YouTube and Facebook right now. So don't fall to that trap, guys, about doubling your Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other crypto. Those are scams. Do not send your Bitcoin to anyone that's telling you that they're going to send it right back to you double because of this talk going on. And that don't mean just on our video. It could be on anybody's video, right? Talking about YouTube. Talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, or some other coin. You send them the coin and they're going to send it right back to you and double it. That is all scams. Don't do it. All right, let's get back to this. So, hey guys, first of all, I want to welcome all of you. Today, we're going to get back to the basics. I'm going to go back basically into my first week of learning about Bitcoin and what would I do today? What would be different today in my first week in learning about cryptocurrency, okay? My first week, and I want to go back to that because it's very important you guys understand how do you make this journey? How are you going to go through this transition into the space of cryptocurrency? And why would you even jump into cryptocurrency? Like, why would you even do it? Well, one of the main things about doing it, first of all, is that it will speed up the transformation of wealth. It will speed up. If you're just working for fiat money, in other words, the dollar bills, whether your country is, right? If you're making dollars, wands, pesos, rubies, whatever, wherever country you live in, if you're working only for those dollars, that's paper money, it's going to take you a lot longer to start building true wealth faster. You learn to compress time. So In my first week, I always says, okay, I looked at what was going on and I saw my Bitcoin start to climb faster and faster and faster. And I saw my wealth start to generate a lot faster. Even if it's only made $20 and $50 and we might just holding on to it, it just kept going higher and higher. So let me give you an example what happened with me when I first got started, right? So when I looked at Bitcoin, I looked at Bitcoin back in the day of 2014. And you got to realize back in those days, it was hard to find Bitcoin. People didn't know how to protect it. There wasn't as many tools today as it was back then, right? The tools are so unique today. It is awesome. But in 2014, there was a lot of things going on with these companies that you would put Bitcoin into. A lot of them didn't show their face. You didn't know who was running the company. A lot of the tools that you was doing, you really didn't have your own wallets. A lot of people just, putting their money in and buying the Bitcoin, send the Bitcoin to where this place was, whatever this place was. You sent your Bitcoin to them, and then it would say you're going to double your Bitcoin in 30 days, 90 days, right? But you didn't know who was running the company. So that's the first thing. So people, but there was no really a lot of different choices because a lot of people was out there, you see all these results, right? People says, oh, I made so much money here, I made so much money there. And I got on Bitcoin at $486 when I first got on Bitcoin, and I started learning about Bitcoin. I started buying a little bit. I held on to some. I bought more. And I started making more, and then I started staking my Bitcoin with other groups. So let me say this to you first. Today, there is companies coming out that if you don't know who's running those companies, like just out there, just willy-nilly out there, you see something popping up, they're going to promise you all this, promise you all this, promise you all this. And what happens if you don't know who's running it, they haven't been in business for a while, it's dangerous to put your Bitcoin with them. It is literally, it's dangerous. Today, a company should have been around 3-4 years already. They should have been around 3 or 4 years or even longer, right? That you're going to put your Bitcoin with. Because the new companies is coming out with Bitcoin, they have no history. You don't know what's going on with them. And I just wouldn't stake your Bitcoin without at all costs. I would start out saving my own Bitcoin in my own device today. Right, I'll put it on a Trezor. I start out with Coinbase, and Coinbase was a good place to start at the time, but things started to change over time, and then people start losing money inside of Coinbase. Their Bitcoin just start disappearing. For example, somebody had sent a payment off, and they go look at their account, and they had, let's say, 3 or 4 Bitcoins at that time. Wasn't a whole lot of money then. It's a whole lot of money now. And then what happened when they go look at their account, all their Bitcoin is gone. They only sent one Bitcoin off somewhere, but the whole Bitcoin is gone. All their Bitcoin was gone. Like, wow, this is crazy. And then there was nobody to talk to. There was nobody to call. Okay, we're not responsible. They're not responsible for the loss of your Bitcoin, even though your Bitcoin is being staked with them. If your Bitcoin is being staked with somebody like Coinbase, and they're telling you that if you lose your Bitcoin, no fault to your own, because it's in their system, they have no responsibility. Is that where you want to put your Bitcoin? Is that a place where you want to put your Bitcoin? The answer is no, you do not. You do not. You want to start learning to save your Bitcoin wherever you have your Bitcoin, right? Also, when it comes to thinking about, how you're going to get your wealth, as you're building your wealth today, I would take my time and buy a little bit, even as Bitcoin is dropping. I still buy me a little bit. I bought a little bit then. I bought a little bit now. I always buy a little bit. I buy a little bit. I take my credit card. And back then, remember, it wasn't a whole lot you could do, right? But today, you can pretty much buy Bitcoin from there's so many places to buy Bitcoin today, are very good companies out there. For example, one is called Trust Wallet, Trust Wallet. Very good place to buy Bitcoin from. There are cheaper places. Everybody's going to be, the fee is the fee. One thing you learn about Bitcoin is, I'm trying to find the cheapest way to buy it. Xcoins is a place to buy Bitcoin. Trust Wallet, Celsius is getting ready to come out with their own way to buy Bitcoin from. Trezor, on your Trezor, it's called Simplex, Simplex. There's a lot of places to buy Bitcoin from. Liberty X is a good place to buy Bitcoin from. But the fees are all different. Everybody got their own fees on what they're charging you to get Bitcoin. Even for the folks that are, when they go to supermarkets and they go to put their money into the coin machine, those coin machines now called Coin Me is a way for you to purchase Bitcoin now. So there's a lot of places to buy Bitcoin. And what I start to understand about Bitcoin back then in 2014, that we used to sell our Bitcoin on using BitPay, and you can buy Bitcoin from BitPay, right? And we used to sell our Bitcoin, convert it back into dollars to pay bills, and we did that. We did that back then, right? I need to pay off my credit cards. I need to pay off my a car note. And I did that. You listen to my story. I had took 5 Bitcoin, and Bitcoin went from $486 all the way to 20,000, right? I sold around 20,000, 19,000, some change. And I took out $100,000 and I paid off all these different things, right? And so, but today, you don't want to sell any Bitcoin. You don't want to sell your Bitcoin. You don't want to give up your Bitcoin, because today, the difference is that your Bitcoin is growing so much faster by you hodling it, holding on to it for dear life, right? HODL, right? They call it hodl. You hold on to it. You hold on to it for dear life, because that, as it pulls down and turns around and goes back up, and every time it tries to take a dip, you get a little bit. Even if it's only $50, I would get a little bit and add to your wealth. If you're inside of our club, if you are in this club, you should definitely be receiving some Bitcoin for free. That's what our whole thing is all about, how we make Bitcoin for free. And so by you joining the club, or by you being involved in the club and making things happen in the club, everything starts to change faster. The speed up in crypto goes so much faster by you inviting people to join our club, right? Because you're not building Bitcoin all by yourself. You got people that's coming on with you. So in my first 7 days, if I'm starting today, in my first 7 days, to join our club is like $400, $399. And I'm not talking about rotating hands. I'm talking about strictly MLS Bitcoin Club. I would join the Bitcoin Club, but if I could afford it, I would get at least $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, at least 1,000. And I'll take the first $400 and I would join the club with it. The other $600, I just leave it in your Bitcoin wallet. And then I would talk to a lot of other people, and every time Bitcoin takes a dip, it goes down. Every time Bitcoin goes down, I would add to my wealth, because I'm building this wealth portal. And I would write me a chart, a thing out, a piece of paper or an Excel spreadsheet. And I would write it out, what price I bought Bitcoin at. I just write it out. I bought Bitcoin today at, it was 47,000 and some change, right? Or let me see what Bitcoin is right now in a second. $47,850, $834, right? And I would put it on there. I bought $50 at this current price, right? Bitcoin is at this price. And every time it takes a dip below that number, I'll buy some more. And then I'll look at that number and I'll buy some more. And I will keep buying more and more and more, and keep inviting more and more people. So eventually you're going to have at least one Bitcoin. See, one Bitcoin today is basically $48,000 to $50,000. And it didn't start out that way, right? It didn't start out that way, but it's a journey to start saving or building one Bitcoin, which is about $50,000, right? $47,500 to $50,000. That's a journey. That is a huge journey. And most people don't have $50,000 hanging around on the side, just doing it, right? So, but that don't mean that you can't start with your first one. And so I'm gonna bring up this first thing, and this kept me going in the right direction. When I'm thinking about my wealth, there is a rule. There's a rule that that's out there, and it's called the richest man in Babylon. Okay, I'm gonna bring it up real quick. The richest man in Babylon. All right, and in that rule, it says, "What is the first law to money? The first law to gold?" Right? I'm gonna bring it up on my slide. I'm gonna share the slide with you, so you can understand what I'm saying. And the power in this, the power of this one rule, this one law, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you are in life. It doesn't matter how cheap it may be. It does not matter. So let me share my screen with you, because I want to share this with you so you can see it. All right, let me share my screen. Okay, and I want you to see this. All right, I want you to see this. So you guys will hopefully be seeing my screen right now. Okay, the first law to wealth, the first law to gold, the first law to Bitcoin. Wealth, I associate Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a whole is wealth. And gold today, the value of gold today, I'm gonna go to it real quick. The value of gold today is, let's bring up gold real quick so you can see it. The value of gold, let me go find it real quick here. All right, the value of gold right now, right this very second, is 17,000. Right here, look, this is the trick. This is the hoodwink they keep telling us. Here's the hoodwink. $17,000. Look at that, $17,001, right? And there's a possibility it comes down to here. I'm gonna show you the hoodwink. It might go as low as 14. I'm sorry, not 17,000, 1,700. And it could go down to $1,480, $1,490. Let's just say $1,500. 1,700 down to 1,500 is possibility. The high print, right? It's only $2,069. Now I want you to think about this. What they've been telling us for years. Look, this is the high print. It made all-time high back in the day, was about right in this area. It's about $1,880, $90. It went as high as 2,000, right? And now it's around $1,700. This is 10 years, and they keep saying that gold is going to break $5,000. You need to buy gold now, because gold is going to break $5,000. Gold, when it gets to 2,000, it pulls back. It is not the store value that people keep saying all over TV, all over the news media, all over magazines, all over the talk shows. This is not the store value. It's not. So when you think of crypto, when you think of Bitcoin itself, and I'm saying today, Bitcoin, right now, this very second, our Bitcoin this very second is at for $48,000, $47,870 something, right? That's where it is this very second. But look at the high print, it's 58,000. So how many coins can you really get if it's only 1,700? You can get almost 24, 25 coins. And think about that. Think about that, guys. 25 gold coins from one Bitcoin. So which one is really the stored value? Which one? It's really crypto, Bitcoin, right? It's Bitcoin. So here's the law. This is the law that you got to keep, and you got to make this law. If I was you, I would write down this law. The 5 laws to gold. The first law in the 5 laws to gold, the 5 laws to wealth, the 5 laws to cryptocurrency is change the word gold to anything you want to say. Gold, Bitcoin, wealth, let's change the word to wealth. Wealth comes gladly and increasing quantity to any man or woman who will put no less than 1/10 of their earnings, not his, I'm going to say their earnings to create an estate. What's an estate? What's an estate? An estate is everything that has value within your possession. That's your homes, your cars, your money, your lifestyle. That's all your estate, right? For their future and that of their family, right? Now I want you to think about this. Wealth, gold, Bitcoin, crypto comes gladly. Now, why did he say comes gladly? Here's the reason why. Because when you have cash flow, when you have wealth, opportunity finds you. When you have no money, when you have no wealth, opportunity, it evades you. You're like the plague. You literally are a plague to opportunity. You got it? I'm stating it this way so you really understand what I'm saying. When you have cash flow, wealth, opportunity gladly comes. It seeks you out. When you have wealth, when you have no money, you are the plague to opportunity because you cannot obtain it. You cannot use it. It will evade you because you don't have the opportunity to make things happen unless you're trying to get it from somebody else, right? But when you have wealth, it comes gladly towards you. It seeks you out. It's ready. So when I was building my crypto, when I'm building my wealth, I'm seeing this law. And I've been reading The Richest Man in Babylon for years. When I see this law and I'm looking at it, I'm reading it, I'm concentrating on it, and I'm seeing how my wealth is growing, and I'm seeing the opportunity come my way because of the wealth that I possess. And it grows. See, the cool thing about wealth, when it comes in your direction and you seek the opportunity. Now, sometimes a lot of people they have the wealth coming toward them, and then they push it back with procrastination. Procrastination kills wealth. That's a thing that I got in there, right? I got some Facebook posts that says procrastination kills wealth. Don't let it be yours. Opportunity is here. So your wealth, your crypto, if I'm in my first week and I got this rule in my head and there is no other opportunity that I can see today, I'm looking at all the different things that's going on. Even me trading, I can't trade with no money. Trading is an opportunity to grow wealth. Trading gladly comes to me because I have cash flow that I can use and I'm not stressing over the trade. See, when you're trading, if you have limited income, and I was there, I'm trading with mortgage money, I'm trading with my pension, I'm trading with my check. I was stressing and I was spending money and I was losing trades because I'm more stressed. I got to take this trade off. Now I can leave the trade on. I can wait for the opportunity to add more, and then it can increase my wealth. Even in a downturn, I can buy more and increase my wealth when it turns around and go back up. You see? So today, when you have cash flow, if I'm ready to build my wealth and I see this rule and I understand this rule, this law, it doesn't matter how much of a Christian or Muslim or any other faith you may be that has nothing to do with the law of wealth. By you being a good person or you being a bad person, it has nothing to do with law of wealth. You could be the evilest person. Is that not true? There are a lot of evil people, bad attitudes, but they rich as hell, right? You got a bunch of those people. And it don't matter how good you are and how faithful you are, and you are broke as hell, right? It ain't, see that, because it don't, that law don't, it don't affect that. It doesn't matter. And so when it comes to wealth, today I would concentrate on where I got to start. And I got to look at that with a budget. And so you got to have a budget. And I will look at my budget and I'll say, okay, I'm going to add on 1/10 right here. See the law? Who will put no less than 1/10? I will take 1/10 and I will buy some crypto with. There's no, what other asset can I put in right now? What other asset can I throw my money, my time, my energy, right? My energy, because when I'm working for money, I'm putting my energy into it, right? I got to put sweat equity into it. So what other asset can I get that can turn an asset around quickly so that I can compress the time? Can I put it into dog farming? Can I put it into diamonds? Can I put it into gold? Can I put it into silver? Can I put it into houses? Can I put, you see, what's turning my wealth around faster? Right now, if you got a little bit of money, you buy a house and you can flip it in 30, 60, 90 days. But guess, can everybody flip a house in 30, 60, 90 days? Can everybody do that? I don't think so. You ain't got the right training. Right? With the limited amount of resources, the limited amount of skills that's needed to buy a little bit of Bitcoin, that transformation of skill is very minimal, very small. So if I can take something that don't take a whole lot of time and grow my wealth faster than anything else that I do, I think it's crypto. Now, you may know something else. I don't know. But if you knew this in a matter of a year. Now, think about it. We got a shirt that says L3N30 equals 1. Now that we don't have L3N30 equals 1 today. That means you go to starter level 1 to level 2, level 3 in 30 days. That can equal to 1, right? That can equal to 1. Let me stop sharing for a moment, right? So that can equal to 1, right? L3N30. Matter of fact, here it is right here. L3N30. And this is our old shirt, right? This is our old one. L3N30. Let me share it again so you can see what I'm talking about, right? Now think about this now. These are the good old days. These are the days that you should have maximized the opportunity of MLS. You see, look how small this was. You got 0.016, 0.04, 0.10, 0.20. It wasn't a whole lot of money. It was like 10,000. Look at that, one Bitcoin. It was only $10,000. It was, look, and you had got people started and got the L1, L2, L3. You got those folks to do the same thing. You made one whole Bitcoin. See, them days are gone. Them days are gone. We couldn't do L3 in 30 equals 1. L3, you'd have made one whole 20, like you made 60 here, 0.30 here, so that's 90, 0.12, you made more than a whole Bitcoin, right? You made, just on L1, L2, L3 was a whole Bitcoin. You made more than a whole Bitcoin. That was the good old days, right? That was MLS Wealth Formula. That's our t-shirt, right? MLS Wealth Formula. That was the t-shirt. That's our shirt that we had. But those days, it's hard to do that right now. Right now, it's hard to do that. So we had to change it to a flat fee. But these were the good old days that you could have convert the energy that you could have put into the club. You would have made one whole Bitcoin if you took the energy and put that into bringing folks into the system. If you took the energy and brought them to the system, you would have made one whole Bitcoin, and some of you made 3 and 4 and 5 and 10 and 15 Bitcoin, right? For free. You see, today, that's not a formula. We got to change the formula now, right? We got to change it. You can still work it, but now it's a flat fee. It's like you're going to make 250, 500, 1,000, right? 2,000, right? So it's a little bit different now. So you got to put a little more energy into it, but you still could get a whole Bitcoin for free. It was a lot faster obtaining one whole Bitcoin than it is today, but you still can make a whole Bitcoin, because the whole Bitcoin today is well over $47,000, not 10,000, 47,000. Okay, stop sharing now. Let me stop sharing. So the power and what we do, the energy, the time it takes. I mean, in fact, let's go back to that again. Let's go back to that law. See that law. If you can understand the law, if you could understand this law motivated me. This law said, Wall Street, if you're going to do what you got to do, you got to understand this law. I gotta build my wealth, even though my family may not understand it, right? Even though your wife, your husband, your children, they don't understand the journey that you're about to take on, the passion that you got to give this to take care of the family. If you follow me, then this law has to come. You have to be a part of this law. If you following me, if you following the MLS Bitcoin Club, if you're following Wall Street to change your family's wealth to become financially free, then this law has to fall in place, and you got to see it. You got to work on it. You got to it's got to fall into your life. See, wealth comes gladly and increasing quantity. In other words, increasing quantity. It's not going to stop. It's going to come. Here's the first opportunity. Bam. Here's the next one. Bam. Here's the third one. Bam. To any woman or man who will put no less than 1/10 every time you get paid, every time you receive some cash flow, you are converting that energy into crypto. If you're getting paid in dollars, if you got a job, you got a pension, you got anything coming to you, stimulus checks, any of that stuff coming to you, 1/10 of it automatically should be converted into crypto. I'm not going to say which one. It could be in Bitcoin. It could be in multiple different cryptos, but Bitcoin and Ethereum and any other ones you got in there. There's over 6,000 coins. So which one, I don't know, but I know 2 of them that's rocking out, right? That's Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? So 1/10, like 10 cents of every dollar that you're working for, you're spending this energy on, should be converted into wealth. Because gold is the gold the old gold, or is Bitcoin the new gold? They call it the new gold, the new asset. I would took that energy and put it into that new asset. What you do with it, if you don't do it, don't do it. But if you think it makes sense, what I'm saying, because my wealth transformed in the last 3, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, my wealth has transformed ever since I've been in it, right? So if you take this law and you take 1/10 cents out of every dollar that you are receiving, that you're sweating for, and you convert it, your estate is going to grow. Your estate has no choice to grow. Your bank account's going to look beautiful. It may not be in a bank. My wealth is not in a bank. My millions is not in a bank. Not. It is not. I'm by the banking standards, I have no money. You hear what I just said? By the banking standards, I have no money. I have no money. I'm just telling you. I have no money. In the crypto world, I'm a multimillionaire. But the banking standards, I have no money. The bank don't look at us that way. Maybe in the future. Right now, today, now Goldman Sachs and all them other banks, they still, even though they got a whole Bitcoin division, that's not for you. That Bitcoin division does not look at us individuals as wealthy. They doing that for other institutions. They look at us as not having no money. You have no money. I don't mind that because I can pull money out and I can get loans on it and I can do what I got to do, right? If I want to sell some, I can sell some, but you don't need to sell none. But if you wanted to, you can, right? So creating a state for the future. Now, here's the beautiful thing about this law. When I first got into Bitcoin in 2014, 16, I saw Bitcoin in 2014. I didn't get in it to 2016. When I first saw Bitcoin, it was going up and down. I saw it go all the way up. I saw it come all the way down. I saw these kids on Bloomberg TV. If you know what Bloomberg is, you know that's a financial channel. I saw they had a special they did kit that was showing these teenagers was getting this Bitcoin. And Bloomberg was the first financial news channel to really show what Bitcoin was doing. And that really got me interested in Bitcoin. And so when I got there, started learning about different things. When I saw these kids, I said, wait a minute, these kids are doing it. So let me go get me some. And that's what got me going. But the thing is, I didn't know, I had no idea how far that was going to go. My whole goal was to buy that 486 and to get to $1,000. We was good. Like I made, 50, 100%. I doubled my money, right? I went from 486, basically 500 to $1,000. I doubled my money. That's a great investment. But then when it kept going to 2,000 and 3,000 and 5,000 and 8 and then 12 and 15 and like, whoa, I had no idea. I wish I had more. I wish I could have bought, $50,000 worth, right? I had no idea. But there are people that did do it. And so if you can get this and create an estate for your family future. So I'm changing the words now, right? Create an estate for your family's future. Bam. Look what happened. Everything changed. In the matter of 2 years, everything changed. In a matter of 3 years, instead of working 20 more years, I cut it down to 3 years. What I've done in 3 years will last a whole generation right now. Now I'm working on second generation, and I'm going to have my third generation being born. Right? I got me. Now I got my children, and I have grandchildren. So that's 2 generations. Now I'm going to have the third generation is going to get born because one of my grandchildren is going to have their baby. So I'm going to be a great grandfather. And now that's the third generation. And guess how they're going to be raised on? They're going to be raised on crypto. They're going to be raised on crypto. And so when you think about that, the future of that generational wealth is being passed on. So now ask yourself, if you just working day to day, if all you doing is working day to day, are you able to do that too? Are you able to let the family keep growing wealth over and over and over again? Are you able to make that happen? You have to think about that. Today, I would add more. Today is it's so much faster today to build wealth than it was back then, because Bitcoin didn't move so fast, it only went a little bit, like $400, 486, maybe went to 490, right? Then it went to 500, then 520, right? Then it jumped, maybe it jumped with a spike of $200 and came back down to $400. See, that you're not seeing that. Then it went to 20,000 in December, and then 2020, March of 2020, it came all the way down to 3,500. And as a person that's in crypto, you guys know, I kept saying, get some. It's a time to jump in. A lot of you guys on the call that knows it's in the club, you know I did it. I said, you got to get some. You got to get some. You should be working. You should not be flying to something else. You should be working this plan and getting the people to join and get free Bitcoin coming in. Get more Bitcoin coming to you. Get more Bitcoin coming to you. It's at this price point. This is a great time to bring them in. This is it. This is the opportunity. Here it is. The marketplace gave us this opportunity. See, you got to take advantage of the opportunity. That's what I mean by the opportunity constantly comes into your direction. The more cash flow you have, the more we can create the opportunity with a little bit of sweat equity. Whether it's from a job, whether it's from you talking to people, going online, doing this, doing more, right? Getting that crypto coming in your direction, getting that crypto keep coming in your direction. This is how you win. This is how you're going to win. You have to do it that way. The opportunity is here. Bitcoin is going on its way to $100,000. Pause on that for a moment. Bitcoin is on its way to $100,000. How much of it are you going to have? The opportunity today is here, and by December, I truly believe we will break $200,000. That's my personal view. There are other people saying it could be higher. There's some other people saying it could be lower. And my own experience from what I had 4 years ago to this today, I wish we had more people in it of color. I wish we did. I wish we had cousins and uncles and boyfriends and girlfriends and nieces and nephews, and the whole family was in this crypto space. I wish that was true for me, but it's not. It's not true for me. People don't hear me. People don't hear you. They don't hear you. The only thing we could do is keep putting the word out. Now, we got members that left years ago and it's coming back now. They come back now. Wallstreet, do I still got an account? Yes, you do. But we don't keep no Bitcoin. Our Bitcoin, the Bitcoin goes directly to the members' account. Guys, if you want to start growing, I would seize the opportunity, because Bitcoin is not going to go back to zero. It's not going back down to $3,000. It's not going. It may go to 20. I don't think it's going back down to 3,000, but I don't think it's going back to 20 until it hits 200. I don't think it's going back to 20 until it goes to 200. That's my true belief. And so, are you going to wait that long to get the Bitcoin so it can come back to 20? You're going to wait maybe a year when you could have made your millions this year? See, the opportunity you're in right now, if you speed up the process, if you really concentrate with the energy to get folks in, by the end of this year, which we don't have that much left, there's only 9 months to go, right? We already in the middle of the month. The first quarter, the first quarter is almost gone. We got 3 weeks left of the first quarter of the year, and a lot of opportunity for people. It just slipped by. is slipping by. The first quarter of the year is just slipping by. Can you imagine? I talk about crypto every day. I talk about Bitcoin, talk about Bitcoin Club. I have my own calls that I do. I talk about it every single day. And when I have meetings, I have people I'm working with, I have teams that I'm bringing in. Every day I'm speaking about crypto and how it can affect you and your family's life, because I know it works because it's working for me. I know it's working because it's working for you, for the members that's really pushing it and working with it. You're making a change in your family's dynamics. Wealth is being created. No doubt about it. Wealth is being created. And so when I look at people that don't do it, that refuse to take a look at it, or just say, I heard about it. Like, okay, well, what's wrong? Why you're not in it? I don't know what to do. Well, here. This is how you learn what to do. And then they still don't do it. See, time is a killer. That when you abuse time, this is one thing that I would do in my first week, my first basics, that the speed of your decision plays a role in your future wealth. Wow, that's deep right there. The speed of your decision, it plays a role in your, somebody need to type that up. Type it up, Pam. The speed of your decision plays a role in your future's wealth. That's deep. That's something that is really gonna play. I would save that. I would save that. The speed of your decision plays a role in your future's wealth, and put your family in there and that of your family. The speed of your decision plays a role in your future wealth and that of your family. Because now the responsibility is on your family. Like, you are affecting your family's wealth as well. The family is being affected based on your slow decision, your procrastination. It's playing a role. So in my first week, I couldn't play. I saw it. I said, I gotta get in it. I got in it. I didn't know it was going to do what it's going to do, but now you got so much proof to show you what it's doing, and you still procrastinating. That is hurting you guys. It's hurting you. You got to speed up, because time is being wasted every single day. And if you can speed it up, if you can make this transition, your family, they need it. The family needs it. I want to bring this last slide up. I want to bring this up. You know why I want to bring this up? Because this, let me see something. Is it over here already? Hold on. I want to see something. No, it's not on this one, but it's on this one. It's on this one. Let me bring this up. See, and the reason why I'm bringing this up, because I want to show you proof of what I'm talking about. I got to show you proof. You see, you guys, y'all remember her? We have more. That's Miss Angelique, right? Ren. We had my brother, Ali Muhammad. We had a few others that passed away, that have been with us for years. Brother Ali. We got a few people that been with us for years, and they thought they had more time. And I tell you, she was a superstar, right? Miss Angelique Wren was a superstar. I couldn't believe she passed away. I could not believe just one day she passed away. You see? And she was building a team. She was building family, building friends, right? It affected a lot. It affected the family, because they was doing great. They was making things happen. So you don't have time to procrastinate because your tomorrow is not promised. I'm sorry. It's not. Mine's not promised. Yours not promised. And nobody else is promised. And I'm telling you right now that people wish they had more time to get stuff done. I need more time. God, I'm not ready to go yet. I'm not ready to go. I got more things to do. I got things to do. So when do you do it? When do you, if your money ain't right, I'm using that's right, ain't, I'm using ain't. If your money ain't right, then you can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. Your money ain't right. You got to get the money right so you could do the things that you truly want to do. And guys, I promise you, I need one more day. I need 6 more. I need 6 more years. I need 5 more years. God, don't take me yet. I need more time to do what I need to do. And I'm telling you right now that you got to take that seriously. You got to do it, guys, because the next 7 days, it could be the beginning of a great year. The next 7 days. It could be the beginning of the future millionaire. It could be the next 7 days, could be the future of a person making $100,000 quickly. Like, I didn't know I could do it. All I could do is try. All you have to do is try. All you have to do, it don't hurt to try. Oh, I talked to 2 people and they said no, and then you quit. I talked to 4 people and nobody. This is what people say. I talked to 4 people and nobody joined me, so I'm done. Like, really? Okay, so you're gonna go back to what you've been doing because you got 4 people who don't have any vision, none that you talked to, and they said no. And you said, okay, I forget it. I'm just gonna do. I'm not gonna do that. Matter of fact, give me back my money. Like, what? That's not how it works here. It's not how it works. You remember, this goes out to members, right? There's no refunds in our club. It goes out to a member. When you join the club, you join the club for the education. You join the club for the information that we're going to teach you on every single level you go to. That's the beauty of our club. The power of our club is that you can grow and grow and grow your wealth way beyond your dreams. You got 7 days to join our club. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. You could join for free. So it's not like you got to join right this very moment, but you could join, but you can join for free and learn a little bit and then say, you know what, I want to be part of this club. You have the opportunity to change your life. The basics of what we do is real simple. You know what it is? This is all we do. Every day, this is all we do. We learn, number 1, to buy Bitcoin. That's it. I gotta learn, because when you join MLS, you gotta join with Bitcoin. So I learned to buy Bitcoin. That's the first thing you gotta learn to do, is buy Bitcoin. For a lot of you out there, you already know how to buy Bitcoin. You already got Bitcoin. Second thing we do, we teach others. That's number 2. We teach others how to buy Bitcoin and join the club. That's it. There's 2 things we do. By doing those 2 things, you are going to start receiving Bitcoin in your account that's being donated to you in your account. By you teaching others to buy Bitcoin, Bitcoin is going to go and into your account. And we do it on a daily basis every single day. Every day, Bitcoin is going to somebody's account every single day. Every single day. The more people you invite, the more people you teach how to buy Bitcoin and join the club, Bitcoin goes into your account. Do you hear that? 2 things we do. Number 1, what's the first one we do? We learn to buy Bitcoin. Number 2, what do we do? And this is how the Germans say 2. This is 2. This is 3. So 2, what do we do for 2? 2, we teach others to buy Bitcoin and join the club. and you can make a fortune in that. So what do you sell it? They join the club. They learn. Oh, we are in the educational system. They join the club so they can learn about credit, about crypto, about starting their own business, about doing business credit, about whole life policies, about trading in the markets, about ALOCs, all these different things we're teaching them to do. All these things we're teaching them to do. And two things is it. Just two. And if you commit to those two things, you could become a millionaire. It's that simple. If it was my choice to start again, I would do what I did the first time I did it. I picked up my phone and I wrote down all the names. And I started talking to people. And the first question I would ask them is, what do you know about Bitcoin? And then I give them a story of what happened to me. I give them a story about somebody else that happened to them. Because you may not have a story, but somebody else got a story. And I would tell them, so you know what? This brand new crypto thing, I know it may be new to you if you don't have much information on it, but we watching people get rich on Bitcoin. You know, we talk about Jeannie Moore. She made, you know, 60K in 30 days, right? We talk about other people that made this kind of money in 30 days or 2 weeks, or they didn't bought a brand new car with it, or person buying Bentley with it, or you know, whatever. You could tell stories what Bitcoin is doing for those people, and you will start creating your own story. That's all I do. Tell a story. I would tell a story. I said, what do you know about Bitcoin? Not much. Let me tell you a little bit about what's happening with me, what this club I'm into. And I promise you, if you get here, start learning. You have nothing to sell. It's not MLM. You have nothing to sell. I'm not breaking down. I'm not talking bad about MLM, but we're not an MLM. If you want to change your financial wealth faster, there you go, right? There's no teas, there's no coffees, there's no lotions, there's no creams. It's nothing you got to do. We don't need no CVs. You don't need a CV, cumulative volume. You don't need that. You don't need it. Our club allows you to create wealth way beyond those dreams that a lot of people have been spending years on with thousands of people. And here we can have so little people and produce so much wealth because Bitcoin is on your side. I want to stop here. I appreciate you guys coming out on this Saturday, hanging out with me, learn a little bit. We can take a few questions. Did this talk today? I got a question for you because I'm gonna put this in here. Did this talk today? Did this inspire you just to do a little bit more? Could you see your wealth growing today? Is it something that you can see your wealth growing? Somebody tell me. Is it something you can see yourself growing in? What was the one thing that can get you moving again? Did I say anything today to get you to start moving in the right direction for the rest of this year? Somebody, I need you to type it up. Don't say yes, your talk is all. I want you to tell me specifically what is it that's making you what is that one thing that's changing the way you think right now? Type it in. Type it in for me. What is it? We got about 50 folks on here. What is the one thing that inspired you? What is it? Give me the one thing that says, I know what, I can do that. I'm ready. I got re-energized because of this talk. Something that I said is going to get you moving. What is it? What is it? Tell me. Tell us. Commit to it. Tell us something. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for what is getting you to move. I need to see it. Telling other people's stories who made it. Okay. All right, Rosie. Lack of time. Here you go. There you go, Geneva. You don't have a lot of time, right? You don't have it. You don't have it. Right? Awesome. I see the growth of being in the club, the education. Absolutely. Absolutely. I got you. Focus more on the people. Focus more on the people. Reach out. Reaching out is the key. To grow your wealth, You could do it by yourself. It's so much slower, but if you invite others, it's going to be so much faster. Bitcoin is going to be donated to you so much faster, given to you right into your Bitcoin wallet so much faster, right? Something that's going to change the way you think, right? Response time affects your wealth. Absolutely. How does it go? Somebody tell me the phrase. What is it? What? Somebody type the phrase back up again. What is it? What is the phrase that I use? What is the phrase that I use? Somebody type it in. What's the phrase that I use? Wealth comes gladly and increasingly quantity to any man or woman who would pay no less than 1/10 of their earnings to create an estate for his future and that of his family. But what's the other thing that I said, though? What's the other thing that I said? Procrastination kills wealth. Don't let it be yours. But it's one more I'm looking for. What's the other one I said? I said you need to write this down. Write this down. What did I say? What did I say? Write this down. What is it? The speed. There you go. The speed of your decision plays a role in your future wealth and that of your family. I would add that to it. The speed of your decision plays a role in your future's wealth and that of your family. Woo! I love it. Going stronger to speak to more people every day. When I exhibit, I tell about Bitcoin and put we accept Bitcoin sign. Ooh, I love it, Miss Janice. I loved it. Yes. I got it. Michael, put Michael's up there. Magabo. He says, I want to start and see myself changing my life about thinking poverty is for us Black people. We got to get out of that, right? We've been trained by the clergy. We've been trained by TV, by radio, that we supposed to not be good enough, not to have enough money. We supposed to be poor. That mindset was bred to us for many, many, many years, right? Many, 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 many years. And no, you could be a millionaire. You could be a millionaire, right? You could be a multi-millionaire, right? Response time, speak, plays a role in your wealth and family's wealth. I love it. I love it. Whoever that is on Facebook, love it, right? That's right, Rosie. It was all lies. We've been bred to believe that we should be meek and right, all lies to control us. See, when you think about the clergy, a lot of them, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of the churches teach this poverty standpoint. Poverty. And a lot of the times it's because the pastor or the person is not financially well off either. So they preach that concept. And then you got another type of pastor that teaches prosperity all the time. Prosperity. And I love, you might not know who he is. I love Reverend Ike. You probably never heard of Reverend Ike. But I love Reverend Ike because the way he teaches, it was always about the vision inside of us to see us being wealthy. He drove around in a Rolls Royce way back in the day. And he would teach everybody to become wealthy. No matter where you are in life, no matter where you are in your station, we are on our way to become wealthy. And he taught that same mindset. People didn't appreciate it then. He's long gone now. He's been dead for years. People didn't appreciate him then. But when the new books came out about the mind and see what you want, right? See what you want. Now all his teachings is all part of that book. Like everything he was talking about is all part of that book. Like what? All that stuff he was teaching about. There you go. Visualization and realization. That's all part of Reverend Ike's. His whole philosophy was all back in that day. And he'd been teaching that for now. The books came out, right? And so ask the universe for what you want, right? All that stuff came out. All that stuff. Now they can appreciate Reverend Ike and what he was talking. But back then, oh, he got blasted by all kind of preachers. All kind of preachers. All of them. Now it's all different. Now they see how powerful it is. And that's where we are today. So this is what you can do. We all can become financially free. This opportunity that we're in right now is giving us the way that we can do it together. And I don't have to be, you guys can make way more money than me. I can promise you that. We got people who probably make more money than me, right? So it's not based on me being I'm the founder and CEO. They got nothing to do with it. You can make a lot more money than me based on the opportunity, based on how much you bring folks in, how much you're going to be buying. You can make 10 times more money than I can. I'm just an example and have the tools for you to do it. But definitely you have the tools, the system. I created a system that can change your life. You can do it. With that being said, guys, I got to get out of here. You guys have a blessed and awesome day. I appreciate you taking the time out, hanging out with us. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate you listening in to everything we're doing, because your life is so short. You got to speed it up. Miss Pamela, take it over.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Wallstreet. That was awesome as always. Always love to see our guests and members collaborating with us. That is awesome as well. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and close it out with our song. I do want to remind you to attend on Monday with our MLS State of the Union. It is every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Also, don't forget to check the calendar in the back office. I do believe there is an international presentation coming up as well in the next hour or so. So make sure you check the calendar and take advantage of everything that we have to offer. Thanks again for being here today, guys. Here is our song to close it out. Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. Ask MLS system how to get in on this. Send money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Here to raise our financial wisdom. Spreading like a wildfire all over the world. Don't get left out. Learn what it's all about. From just pennies to thousands of dollars, Bitcoin grew a worldwide currency. Only if you knew well. MLS system is making it happen. Open your account and get tapped in. Digital currency is an emerging technology. A way to up your financial psychology. It's money you can spend. Let it grow exponentially before you dip in. It's called cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency. Changing how the world does business. Just make sure you get in on this. Send the money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Here to raise our financial wisdom. Countries around the world are jumping in, creating ways to ride the trend. Businesses lining up to accept Bitcoin. Soon every store will join. Call MLS system to get your coins. Get in the mix, learn the tricks. Bitcoins are facing $1.21. Call MLS system to have some fun. Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. All right, all right. Good day, everyone.